Andrew Campbell is the 2018 U.S. Rowing Male Athlete of the Year, voted on by his peers from the 2018 Senior National Team. The Connecticut native began rowing in 2005 for Maritime Rowing Club, where he competed at several U.S. Rowing Youth National Championships, including the 2010 event, where he won gold medals in both the single sculls and lightweight double sculls. Campbell went on to row as a lightweight for Harvard University, where he raced in the first Varsity 8 in 2013 and 2014. With a total 12 national teams under his belt, Campbell has persevered in the sport. His involvement with the U.S. national team dates back to 2009, when he competed at the World Rowing Under-23 Championships as a 17-year-old. He went on to finish 5th in the lightweight double sculls at the 2016 Olympic Games. Most recently, Campbell made a trip to the podium in the lightweight single sculls at the 2018 World Rowing Championships in Plovdiv, Bulgaria, mirroring his bronze medal finish from 2012. Congratulations, Andrew Campbell, the 2018 U.S. Rowing Male Athlete of the Year.
Hi, everybody. I'm honored to be named as the Male Athlete of the Year. It's kind of a big deal as a lightweight, getting the look from a lot of heavyweights. Right? Like, not too bad. I'll take it. This past year has been a particularly interesting year for me. Following the Rio Olympics in 2016, I was pretty sure I was done. It took basically everything I had to make that A final. I rowed 50 weeks a year from 7th grade to age 24. And by the end of that, I was feeling kind of ready to try something new. I thought that what I'd done competitively was enough to hang it up and call it a career well rowed. And so I left Boston, I headed to the Bay Area for a new job and thought I'll ride my bike in the mountains for some time and try out something different, see if I'm good at any other sports. As it turns out, I don't really have the constitution to ride a bike downhill at that kind of speed, and so I'm left going back to the water at a very manageable pace. Fast forward 500 days, I had ended up moving to Chicago, and I wasn't really that much more excited about going to another Olympics. Kind of had a life that I was comfortable with, but I had started to get a little bit bored. I was working a software engineering job in a building in the middle of Chicago, downtown in the Loop, and I started to get bored, and so I thought that kind of the only way I really knew how to work out consistently was erging. And so in a corporate gym for a few months, I started erging pretty consistently, and then soon enough, I was erging every day, and then I was hitting the splits I was hitting in college, and I thought to myself, well, if I'm erging every day, I might as well be on the national team, because it's the logical next step, just for fun. And so in April, I started regularly sculling again. Most of the time, it was just me and a few paddle boarders out on the Lincoln Park Lagoon. For those of you who have been there, it's 1,800 meters of water, and that means you do a lot of 1,800-meter pieces. And it's a beautiful part of Chicago. I highly recommend trying to get out there for a row if you can. 5 months later, I find myself in the midst of a World Championship medals race, rowing just about as well as ever. It was connected. The hips were first, light hands, light feet, pushing it front to back, even pressure, and pouring it on, just trying to catch the German. And it all kind of happened out of nowhere. I really feel like the lack of planning is kind of testament to the reason that I'm now going back into rowing very seriously. I'm back because I'm a nerd. I'm a rowing nerd. It's just who I am. I knew this crowd would get that. I'm not in this for the medals. I'm not in this for beating people or making it to another Olympics. I've done that. I'm in this for the scientific and artistic inquiry into what makes a sculling boat go fast. For the study of my own psyche, physiology, and limits. And the basin and ultimately Tokyo just happened to be the best venue to test those things out. So stay tuned. I'll keep you guys posted. And before I give up the mic, I'd be remiss if I didn't thank some of the key characters in my journey to where we are right now. Olga, Jan, Vlad, Linda, Charlie, McKeel, Scott, Josh, Wales, Mom, Dad, the whole team at the BRF, Harvard, USRowing, you've all been huge. Thank you so much.